Health and safety isn't about the checklists, and it's not about the inspections, and it's not about coming down on the employee that doesn't do something in a safe manner. It's changing people's attitudes. It's making them realize it's the right thing.
On a day-to-day basis, we have a safety meeting every morning here.
We have to consider everything, and safety's the first priority.
Obviously, we're wearing hard hats, safety glasses, high-vis vest, and we've got steel-toe boots on.
That routine training is provided by Watermark.
Well, this project had an excellent record.
I feel personally responsible to protect something because I grew up here, so it's pretty close to my heart.
My goal for this project is to receive the same recognition from the government.
It's a very big deal. It's very important to Watermark. We have pride in our plant.
With Watermark, we have safety as the forefront.
I think that people may talk it, but do they really live it or understand what it really means?
It's not only the expectation of the company, but of the people too.
We took care and we planned, and then we executed the plan.
Yes, Watermark can do this job.
Watermark got its start in operation and maintenance. So the sill resin plant right here in Lowell is the first project that Watermark ever worked on, our first contract, and we're still there today.
Back in the day, they had tens of thousands of chemical drums here, mostly volatile organic chemicals like acetones, trichloroethylene. People wanted to recycle. What they were trying to do is help the environment. The problem was it didn't go according to plan. They spilled, tanks leaked, site got abandoned, and then the DP and EPA had to come and do a cleanup. And so what they had to do is, after the investigations, design an extraction well system that would keep the groundwater on site, capture it, and bring it into this treatment plant for treatment. Well, all treatment plants have certain challenges. This one's unique because of the amount of chemicals here and the hazardous level of them. So most of the chemicals that we're treating here are carcinogens. We want it to operate with a maximum amount of uptime. So in other words, 99, 95%, we want this plant to always be running. Not only to stop the contamination from spreading, but because it's a point of pride for Watermark.
And really what you're trying to do is you're trying to have a culture change from one of trying to do the right thing, trying to be in compliance with regulations, to moving above and beyond compliance to eventually become world class.
Every job's unique. This site here, we couldn't see the job because it's all underground. So until we actually start digging, we don't know what we're going to get into. There's a maze of underground live utilities, including a communication cable that runs the length of the property that basically we were told this cannot be hit. Everything from sanitary to storm sewers to communication and gas and electric. Hazardous and non-hazardous materials, including asbestos. We dug it all up, recycled everything we could, and backfilled it all in, and we're preparing the site to be turned over to Arlington National Cemetery for future burial plots for our fallen heroes. We had no incidents at all on this site. We had thousands of trucks entering and exiting the site. We had heavy equipment, screening, we had hazardous materials, zero incidents. Everything is about safety, and communication is the key to safety.
One of the areas that we emphasize is near misses or high loss potential incidents. That's an incident where there is no loss, but if the circumstances were slightly different, a loss could have occurred.
I feel Watermark, they take that as priority versus don't speak up. Don't say that's a near miss because somebody else might find out that, we almost caused this accident. It might look bad for a client in the future. No, that's something that Watermark does not teach us. It teaches the opposite. No, speak up.
We are at the Philadelphia Navy Yard at the propeller shop. The propeller shop building was originally the turret shop during the construction of the battleships back here during World War II. We're here to do the replacement of the roof, replaced with steel decking, and then a new asphalt covering on top of that. The major obstacle out here on this project is that the crew will be working 120 feet up in the air. There's been many a challenge. I mean, everybody's goal is to leave the end of the workday the same way they arrive in the morning. I feel comfortable every day I come to work. I know I have the commitment from the office and the personnel in the office. It's a great safety culture.
You know, Watermark recognizes that it's important to make sure that all its employees are well-rounded, not only in the technical skills required to perform their job, but also in health and safety and how to perform the work in a safe manner.
Here at the Joint Base Cape Cod for Watermark Environmental, we're performing the long-term monitoring contract for the Army Corps of Engineers. This facility that we're in treats the Demolition Area 1 plume, which is primarily we're concerned with explosives and perchlorate contamination of the groundwater from historic training activities that the Army would have performed. So there could be lead, tungsten, cadmium. I grew up on Cape Cod, and I've actually been working at this site for 11 years now. I think the biggest concern with such an active military base is coordination with other contractors and with range control. If we need to drill a monitoring well in the impact area, there's a lot of things that need to be prepared first. Once we drill a well, then we'll install it, develop it, and then come through and groundwater sample. Watermark definitely has a robust safety culture, especially with clients, government clients, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. Safety is a huge concern, and for Watermark, it's talked about daily.
It is hugely important to us, obviously, that everyone go home safe.
If everybody goes home at the end of the day, that's more important than the job made progress.
It's that sort of extra step they take here at Watermark that really makes you want to come here every day.
I'm the project superintendent.
I'm project manager in the construction department of Watermark.
I'm a project manager and I manage the operations and maintenance group.
Construction engineer.
I'm an environmental project manager.
I'm an estimator at Watermark.
I'm the site superintendent for Watermark.
Site superintendent for Watermark.
I'm a vice president of Watermark.
I think that every employee coming to work at Watermark has to realize that this is truly a commitment to safety.
The future for this company is wide open. The possibilities are pretty endless.